I'm Aaron Sagers, and this is Talking Strange. Hey there, spooky nerds, and a very seasoned screamings to you, because this is the third installment of our episodes dedicated to the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors, which is the four-part anthology holiday special on Shudder and AMC Plus that drops December 16th. Now, we already spoke to the Boulet brothers, Swanthula and Drekmorda, who are executive producers as well as writers and directors on the special. We already spoke to David Dastmalchian, who is a host and writer and director on the special. And now we're talking to Akela Cooper. Now, Akela Cooper is co-creator of the M3gan franchise. That's Megan with a 3, you know, the evil killer android, not a child's play kind of thing, as well as writer of Malignant. And Akela is really just a powerhouse in the horror genre. And she has, within the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors special, she has the story Old Acquaintance. Let me tell you about it. Written and directed by Akela Cooper, Old Acquaintance. It's New Year's Eve, and a woman returns home after her father's sudden death, only to find the demon that was haunting him is now after her. Wah ha ha. Scary and celebratory because it's the holidays. So, Akela Cooper joins us to talk about Old Acquaintance and her involvement in the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors that's on Shudder and AMC Plus as of December 16th. Let's kick it off. All right, Akela, I am super excited about talking with you about the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, were you a Christmas kid?
Yes. Like Christmas is my favorite holiday, like right after Halloween.
Right after Halloween.
Yeah, I love Halloween. Like Halloween and Christmas, I think like are the two best holidays because there's a formality to them. And like there are so many traditions surrounding them. Like you don't really get that with Easter, like which is probably the next big like candy and decorations holiday, but I love Christmas.
Yeah. And you know, I don't think you have to be one or the other. I think they're actually like siblings of one another, really. But when yeah, I know you grew up in Missouri. When did
Mhm.
you kind of lock on to sort of the creepier side of Christmas? Were you younger? Were you older?
Oh, I was like very young. Like I have been watching horror probably since I was born. Like my dad loved John Carpenter's The Thing, and so that was always on. And like it was just an education pretty much from birth in science fiction and horror. So it's something that's always been with me.
But when did you tap into like so? I love Christmas, but I'm also a Halloween kid,
Mhm.
and yeah, kind of early on, I'm like, all right, I'm down with the Santa cap, but also it's a little bit weird that this guy can access my home at any time, and he has
Yeah.
helpers at the mall, and could be looking through the window right now. So I kind of locked on pretty early on the creepy side of Kris Kringle, and that whole deal. When did you kind of start feeling like, okay, I know this is colorful, but maybe it's a little dark as well?
Oh, you mean Christmas?
Yeah.
It was probably like I did like at my school we had to do the Christmas pageant like before the holiday break, so we all had to like dress up and sing in a little choir. And by sing, I mean kids are screaming, you know, lyrics at people and parents pretend they enjoy it. Um, I think it's like it's which song is it? He knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're yeah, like that one is kind of like, wait, what?
Even the title, he's coming to town, could
Yes.
be very threatening.
It can. It's like when he's like, if you just take this in another direction, this is a threat.
Yeah.
Like he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good. For goodness sake. And it's like for goodness sake, but it's like not really because you're telling me that dude is not going to give me gifts.
I was I was just talking to Kate Siegel about we veered off talking about Elf on a Shelf, and as creepy as
Oh,
maybe
that's fucking creepy as hell.
like yeah, exactly. That's like
That
full on
is,
police state.
it is. It's like you are inviting, at best, a narc into your home and teaching your children it's okay to have a
Big
figure,
Brother.
yeah, spying on you for a larger authority.
Yeah.
You're
A surveillance
you're
season
training your
state.
kids that that's okay.
The what about something like Gremlins?
Yeah.
Which I loved as a kid, but also was terrified by.
I remember I don't think I was ever terrified by Gremlins. I loved Gizmo, but I also loved Stripe.
Yeah.
Like that was my favorite character in Gremlins. I just loved him. And I think there's always something when it comes to like intelligent monsters that just draws me to them. Like you can see my guy back there, Pumpkinhead,
Hmm.
like one of my favorite, like he was conscious. He had like a thought process to how he did everything. And that just made him scarier to me. And it's the same thing with Stripe. It's like he wasn't just this mindless little goblin running around eating everything. Like he had a plan. And I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. There was sentience to the Gremlins. So with the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors, the David and the Boulet brothers, they approached you, and did you have an idea already cooking that you were going to work on for your short? Was old acquaintance already kind of stirring around in the brain, or did you sit down and start fresh?
I had to sit down and start fresh. Like I got an email from David and the Boulets because like I had judged on Dragula before, and they had approached me to judge on Dragula Titan season 2 this season. And in between then, it was, hey, we're thinking about doing this, and we wanted to reach out and see if you were interested. I'm like, I'm hell yeah, like this will be a lot of fun. So like I had no thoughts up until they approached me, and it's like, okay, I got to sit down and like pick a holiday. And initially, I was also going to do a Christmas one. I think my first idea was like a man-eating Christmas tree. And it's like, how do you do that? And then it was kind of like just going through the hall. I'm like, well, no one seems to be doing New Year's. And like Old Acquaintance, the song, like Old Lang Syne popped in my head. And it's like, oh, Old Acquaintance is a good title for something. And then like it just kind of like spiraled from there. It's like, okay, I have the title. What's the story? And then it just came to me. It was like this woman returning home after you like being kicked out years ago, like on New Year's to like settle her father's affairs. And it turns out like all his affairs are not settled. There's something in the house with her. And that was like it was a fun exercise to write because I had so many ideas, but like the Boulets were like, it needs to be about 5 minutes. And so to go from like writing, like a 90 or 100 page script to you have to get a story done in 5 minutes was a welcome, wonderful challenge.
Well, I felt like while watching it to me, it felt a bit like a campfire story that I was watching. So maybe because it's tight and you got to get into it and get out of it very,
Mhm.
very quickly. Did at the end of the process, did you kind of feel like, okay, yeah, this could be a scary story you tell in the dark at New Year's Eve?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are
Like
are
just
there
like the phone and like obviously like singing like Old Lang Syne and that creepy creepy voice would be a lot of fun around a campfire.
was there larger rules, mythology that even though you couldn't necessarily put it all out there, that you started cooking up as you were developing this?
Well, I did want to have something with the mom that I had to cut just because, like, at that point it was approaching like 8 pages. But like the intention was that like the demon had also killed her mom, and that's like what drove the dad mad and kicked her out. So sadly, I had to lose mom. But overall, it was just like her dad's spirit is trying to do his best to protect her from, what he couldn't protect himself from. And apparently, they give you phone calls in hell. I don't know how or why, but you get a couple phone calls from hell.
It's apparently a good service plan down there.
Really.
Do you but now that you've done this, would you like to expand on it, and add to the story, or are you just kind of you're wrapping it up like a Christmas gift?
I'm wrapping it up like a Christmas gift. I was really, really satisfied because like we shot this in a day. I don't know if the Boulets or David told you that, but like we pretty much got everything done in like 12 hours. And I was really, really proud of that. And I'm really proud of how the story came out. So like I'm satisfied with the story that like we told in this, I think it's like 6 minutes and 59 seconds. We had to go over a little bit, but no, I think it's like it is a wonderful little bite-sized piece of horror that hopefully people will watch, holidays to come.
Yeah. And so for you personally, what are some of the creepy Christmas gifts? You said that you were a horror fan from a very young age, and your dad is a big horror fan. What were some of any toys, anything under the tree that you were indulged with on the horror side, creepy side as a kid?
No, not really. Like I didn't really start getting horror stuff until like I had my own money. I'll say that. Yeah, no, I know my brother got the Jesse Ventura's hat from Predator for one Christmas, and then I just like stole that from him. But yeah, no, I didn't really get that much horror stuff at Christmas time. It was like the standard stuff. Socks were scary, but socks are useful.
I like that in a season where you're already talking about Santa watching you at all times, you engaged in some petty theft,
Mhm.
stealing your brother's hat.
Yep.
That was a Christmas gift.
Yep.
Um, do you
At
still have
that
that
point,
hat?
Santa's not watching anymore. The gifts have already been brought. Like, I don't have to be good apparently until January 1st.
Oh, is that when it resets? See,
I
we haven't
guess.
really. Th
They,
this is like Gremlins rules because when does it reset? Uh,
exactly.
like,
In my
did,
book, it's January 1st. Like anything between like the 25th and the 31st, Santa is relaxing and he could care less.
this is like Purge Christmas edition.
There are no rules.
Do you still have the Predator hat, Jesse Ventura's Predator
Oh
hat?
no, 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 no. Like that got worn out basically and like tossed in the trash at some point. It's a good hat though.
What about now? What's the big kid Akela want under her Christmas tree as far as a monster gift, a horror gift that you might be given?
That I might be giving my friends know anything that's Godzilla related, I will take. I just got like a M3gan ornament from Hallmark Ornaments, which was really nice. I got that for myself.
How are you not just getting these sent to you? I mean, you've got the cred on Megan, anyhow.
I don't know if they knew about it, probably, maybe. But a friend sent it to me and I'm like, well, I will get that myself. For all I know, like it could be in the mail.
I like that. It's hard wanting things when when you're just like wanting to get them for yourself. So,
I know it's because I can basically buy what I want, but like I for my birthday, like a friend got me the Sam back there. Sam is another one. I'm a big fan of Trick or Treat, Predator, Transformers, like all that stuff. Like
yeah.
I'm pretty easy, I guess, as a friend because they know my loves
Yeah.
and
Except
likes,
you might already have that collectible or whatever,
and
but
but then I have a spare, which is nice.
do you, I mean, I'm a big fan of Trick or Treat and also Krampus, both, by Doherty. So, uh, is there anything else within the Christmas time that if you were going to give the horror spin on that intrigues you, Christmas holiday season time?
Yes, but I can't talk about it because I actually wrote a script for it.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that's a great, hopefully tease of things that we can keep an eye on, right?
Yes, hopefully.
Dude, well, no, I'm stoked about that. I know we're wrapping up. I do, man. I personally I like this man eating Christmas tree idea. If the Boulet Brothers come back for another holiday of horrors or this other thing's happening, I want to see this.
Yeah, it needs. I felt like it probably needed to be a lot of money. It was a roommate who was an alien, like, and the tree is also like her child was the initial idea. She was basically like a new roommate to the situation, and like she fed her other two roommates to this Christmas tree.
I am just gonna. You could take this. Feel free to use it if you want, but Frasier Ferocious. There you go. It's okay. It's bad.
Nice.
It's bad, but but I do. I want to see more out of this holiday of horrors. I really liked everything brought to it. Old Acquaintance. I thought that was great because we don't really have a lot of New Year's horror
Mhm.
out there, so I appreciate that. So, all right. Well, we got to get out of here, but. thank you so much for your time. I dug it. I love your work as it is.
Thank
And
you.
I guess seasons screamings. Akela.
Season screamings.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
And that was Akela Cooper talking about the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors, which drops December 16th on Shudder and AMC Plus. It's a holiday special, four-part anthology special. Do check it out. It's a lot of fun. I'm so glad that it exists. It feeds my soul. It's like, you know, it goes together. The holidays and horror. It's like Santa and the reindeer and the elves and all those guys together. So Akela Cooper, thank you. Thanks for talking about Old Acquaintance. Keep an eye out. We have another episode on the way dedicated to the holiday special, the Boulet Brothers Holiday of Horrors, coming at you. Next up, talking to Kate Siegel.